Guys, welcome back for the second episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. And last time we left off on... Okay, I know what the skip button's for. Okay, I'm not gonna do any voice acting because there are 4 different anime girls. I can only really do 1 or 2 different variants of my anime girl voice, so that ain't gonna work. So anyways, now let's begin. Hi again, Perceptual Lab. Glad to see you didn't run away from us. Nervous laughing. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back in the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Perceptual Lab. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. I'm not gonna lie, whenever I see Natsuki, I imagine MatPat's like deep foreboding Batman voice that he gave her in his streams. That's all I imagine out of her mouth. I'm not gonna lie. So whenever I don't do like the deep voice like this, it's not even like he didn't want to join any clubs. It just feels wrong, but I know that's... And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. We all know Natsuki's willing to strangle someone. We all know. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. It technically is, because literature applies to all books, right? Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Perceptual Lab always gives it his best, as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Yeah, I forgot. Perceptual Lab comes in with the roast, bro. Is that so? Oh my goodness. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be jealous. Yeah, you're totally not. Yep, totally not. How come? You and Perceptual Lab become good friends too? Oh no. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Fuck you, Sayori. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Damn it, Sayori! I love her though. I still love her. Sayori is like, I would date her out of everyone, and then like second would be Natsuki, and then Yuri would be third by default because how bad Monica is, but Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Time to grab my lasso. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? I'm not gonna lie, if I was in this situation, I'd be like, oh, thanks. And then the thought would end, but Perceptual Lab's a different breed. He's not me. He's Perceptual Lab. He's Perceptual, this is like third cousin, so. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much? Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Whew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. Yeah, I'd probably say something like Yuri. I would say, hey, do it at your own pace. So no rush. I look forward to hearing what you think. And now that everyone's settled in, So I guess I'm tired as well. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Like any person would, okay? I rummage my closet sometimes. What's wrong with that? Don't ask. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening on Sayori's conversation with Monica. Okay, we're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everything what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. Sayori's a lot more serious, like, I'm not gonna lie. Sayori acts all happy and cheery, but secretly she's like one of the most serious people in this club. What do you mean? Even if we came up with something, with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place. If it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to the creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Haha, good thinking. Hey, the path to the soul is with food, okay? That's what they always say in Spain. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? This line proves my point. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Yes. Cupcakes it is, then. I'm hungry. Anyways, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori's still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason why I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Whoa! That's a little close. Calm the horses, Sayori. Damn, you're like within kissing distance. I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late, aren't you? Now that you're in the club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder and see if Monica overheard. That anti-weeb. It's true, though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. Okay, girl? You're mad. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. It's a secret. I knew it. Come on, at least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over ya. Huh? Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Ah! I run my fingers tips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow. Oh yeah, the bow. Yeah, it's a straight either. There's toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I tried to wipe off the stain with my finger, but nobody would ever notice that. I'm not gonna lie. Some of these things I can actually relate to Sayori. For example, I could have like a tiny stain on like the side of my shirt, and my dad would get all mad at me about it, and I would say, hey, nobody's gonna really notice it. Yeah, it still doesn't work. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer button up, bruh. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your damn mind. Ah, yes, this iconic scene. This is so funny. Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these things. Huh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? Oh, I remember. I remember this line. I remember it. I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. Ugh. If you ever buttoned it up, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? And yeah, I'm not gonna say that. You can read it, and then I'm skipping it. Don't say that out loud, damn it. Anyway, you look much better now, so why does it feel strange buttoned up like that? It's so stuffy though. Ooh, it's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer. Whew, it's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Wait. Technically, it's a good thing because if the boyfriend's really suspicious, then he won't chastise you, Perceptual Lab. I don't know, because If I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. Yep, there it is. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it up, bud. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Huh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine, damn. It's a deal. I guess we are really better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so. So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I think Sayori's trying to flirt with Perceptual Lab. You're doing it again, Sayori. You're flirting. But I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote? Yay! Perceptual Lab, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I felt this sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still tries to wait to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Enthusiastically pull out the poems. It's on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf paper toward her spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same for myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Ooh, which one? Which one? I'm gonna go bottom up. So, Monica. I should start with Monica, the fourth wall-breaking witch herself. Yesterday, she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know that I'm putting in effort. Hi, Perceptual Lab. Hey, you wanna know the good thing about recording Doki Doki? I don't have to sit directly in the middle and lean my head over the mic, because I don't have to put my fingers on the WASD. Yay! Hi, Perceptual Lab. Having a good time so far. I saw little text in the upper left hand of the screen, Monica. Better not be messing with my code. Oh yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you've ever had any suggestions for the club, new activities or things you do, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'm gonna be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, wanna share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Perceptual Lab. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of Sayori. Something Sayori would like, so Sayori's probably gonna like this. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. you sure you're not reading it into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell what she's like, exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each of their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. I don't know why, but whenever she does like the little finger thing, I always imagine her having like a pen in between her middle finger and thumb, and it like going out where her pointer finger is. I'm not gonna lie. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyways, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. Lies! You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I... Shut up. That's because I have to sound confident. I'm pressing the spacebar. It doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Okay. Okay. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I feel blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. So what do you think? It's very freeform if that's what you like. If that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. Yeah, because of music. Music's just practically freeform poetry, but with music in the background. That's what a song is. That is, a lot of poems have been putting an emphasis on the timing between the words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. Is that the inspiration behind this one? One Direction? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had kind of an epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I am kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain can get too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Okay. As I said, we're going bottom up, so... Yeah, these are going to start getting a lot longer. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. I'm sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts in the words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess then it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. Yeah, so it's not a Yuri poem. It's more than likely a Sayori poem. I honestly don't know which waifu to go for, okay? They all look pretty nice in my opinion, but the two best looking and my two favorites are Natsuki and Sayori. So it's kind of hard to choose between the both of them. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, it's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. I'm not just finding them, building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example, trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Yeah, this is Yuri revealing her true colors about Natsuki. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamingly, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Okay. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining street light, to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, flicker back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting, just like me. Okay. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I usually think your handwriting's pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Perceptual Lab. Really? I must have totally missed the point. gonna say that. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. I'm not gonna lie, it's getting really close to my bedtime, as you can see. But, Natsuki, you're next. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It's just didn't invoke any. Yeah, it's definitely not made for Natsuki. I'm probably gonna post a poll on my Instagram asking which one's better, Natsuki or Sayori, and whichever one gets more votes, I'll do that path. It just didn't evoke any emotion. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Thank you. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Okay, eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. I'm not gonna lie, it's 100% true. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. That's gonna be your voice, okay? So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't that the point of poems? For people to express themselves? Like, I'm not gonna lie, I made a very simple poem like that, but it was a lot more serious in the subject matter. Let's just say it was not about eagles can fly and owls can seek. It's about something way more controversial. And something that the British government kind of did. But isn't that... Okay, I already read that. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up a rhyme at the end, but then it falls flat on purpose. I'm not gonna lie, I do kind of want to have an English teacher review these poems and tell me how good they are to scale 1 to 10. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I think I might actually do a video about that. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So, you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Oh my goodness. I really hope that it did not fall flat on all three, man. Oh my goodness. This is so good. Perceptual Lab. That face does not scream. It's so good. I I love it. Yeah, that screams it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. There's no other explanation. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Oh my goodness, Sayori. Damn. Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people you know. So, when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a perceptual lab poem. Oh man, I have to keep on reading Perceptual Lab. I could have just typed Trevor. My guy. And that didn't cross my head. Anyways. That makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet of paper against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet. But that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Perceptual Lab. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? It'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Says the person with more experience. That just tells you about her. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. I'm not gonna lie, this just screams Sayori. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I'm not gonna lie, she could have just ended it with, I'm not mad. I'm just sad. Feet knowing the main thing that she struggles through with the game. Sayori. She doesn't guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night, and well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Damn, don't be mean. Man, I'm not gonna lie, Perceptual Lab's kind of an asshole, but kinda makes sense for him. I still try my best. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Man. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Oh, yeah. But the next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Whew. That was a lot of reading, but I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they were just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. Except for Sayori, but I'm not gonna trash on my girl Sayori. She's best girl. Second is Natsuki. And Yuri is there by default. This is a literature club after all. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow with frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? No, we're about to have the argument. Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How could that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Yeah, these two never liked each other. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Perceptual Lab did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate that offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. Oh no. Oh no, this is not gonna be good. I forgot how chaotic the fight was. And I forgot how tall Yuri is to Natsuki. I didn't forget that. I just wanted to add that. Perceptual Lab liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, she's ready to, throw hands. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Oh, she's gonna start pressing buttons. That's not what you're just, Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Perceptual Lab appreciates my style more than he appreciated yours. How do you? He didn't appreciate my advice more. Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh man, we're about to have the argument of the century here, folks. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who... Oh, no, I'm not gonna say that, but, grew a size burger as soon as Perceptual Lab started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys! Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they noticed I was standing there. Perceptual Lab. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out of the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Perceptual Lab. I'm not gonna lie. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings, meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only necessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Perceptual Lab? Well, how do I get my drags? How did I get myself dragged into this? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whom I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Yeah, we're probably gonna go to the Sayori route, so help me, Sayori. Natsuki. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead, I turned to Yuri. Yuri? She turned away, but Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Huh? Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Perceptual Lab. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interact their own feelings into our conflict. Then why did you drag me into it? Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being, she would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? I hate doing this voice, but I'm doing it because of the characters. Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why. Exactly why nobody likes you. Ooh, stop. For Pete's fucking sake. Stop it, you two bit. We all know that's what she truly said, and that's what got him to shut up. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everybody is so talented, so why are you fighting, mates? Because, also, Natsuki's cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's oh my goodness. Yuri's jongos are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. Oh, make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing. Nah. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori's amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get a chance to talk to her a little more. This is nearly the end of the episode. We're going to check. It's around 50 minutes. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was all right, at mostly. I know what I'm gonna name this episode. Perceptual Lab. Well, you. Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. The days only get longer from here, folks. I think the first episode is going to be the shortest. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poem everyone's likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself in newfound determination. Perceptual Lab! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Whew. You know, Perceptual Lab, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is gonna be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but so we need to stop there. Well, just to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. We're gonna do the same thing as we did last time. Hopeless. Okay, we're gonna go pure Sayori, okay? Actually, no. I'm gonna do the same thing I did, as I promised. I'm gonna create a poll. It's only gonna take me a second. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna go with it. Cute. It's gonna be cry. Something. Lazy. It's not. Yours is not gonna really like it. Parfait is vibrant fear. Fester. Yeah, that's Sayori. We're saving it here, folks. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time.